Hey everybody, welcome back to Cheryls Seafood and Soul Food Spiritual Kitchen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my kitchen. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am Cheryl Askew, CEO of Cheryls Seafood, Soul Food Spiritual Kitchen. And this is my YouTube channel where I bring you good food. I bring you good discussions on MPD and relationships. And I also bring you fun bangers and fun challenges, okay? Vlogs too from time to time, okay? And today I want to come on here and talk to you guys a little bit about guilt, okay? Guilt and being used in your relationship, okay? This is what I want to talk to you guys today about, all right? Now, I want to come on here today and tell you guys, when you're in a relationship, entering it, or already in it, like I always specify when I'm talking about these kind of things, I talk about more in the beginning. When you guys are courting, dating, just getting to know each other, because that's when I feel like it's really, really important to specify all things and everything's in your relationship, all boundaries. Everything should come to the forefront in the beginning of a relationship, okay? But if you're in the beginning of a relationship and you're seeing certain signs, or if you are already entered the relationship where you feel like you, the signs are not, you ain't seeing signs, you know that the signs is there because you know that you in this type of relationship where you just feel like you being used and you're getting nothing back, then this is who I'm talking to. Now, if you're in the kind of relationship where you feel like you're in a relationship where your mate is making you feel guilty, you know what I mean? Making you feel guilty by, you know what I'm saying, for you to stay in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Or if you feel like you know, the only time your mate is good to you or nice to you when you're doing something for them, you know what I'm saying, buying them something or something like that, you know what I'm saying? That's not a relationship that a person cares for you, okay? It's just not. It's just not, okay? Now, it's a few things here that I want to talk about here that I want to, bring to the forefront. If you are in a relationship with someone who is only nice to you when you are spending money on them, then that's a no-no right there. Okay, because if you in a relationship with someone that only time they being nice to you is when you spending money on them or buying them or doing anything for them, then that's a no-no right there. That's no. That person doesn't care for you, okay? Now, or just doing things for them, basically, okay, they have to be benefiting from anything that you do for them. They're benefiting and you're not, okay? That's a no-no, okay? In order to be nice to you or treat you like you should be treated, you know what I'm saying? No, okay? So, and if you're not just, if you're just giving in a relationship and you're not getting anything back, like the Xfinity loop, let's just say, I spoke about that before, Xfinity loop, you give and you get, you give and you get. So if you feel like you giving and you're not getting anything back, and then people want to throw guilt trips on you and make you feel like you're doing something wrong, talking to you all down, you know what I'm saying? Bringing all kind of negative stuff about you. Everything they say about you is always something negative, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time making you feel guilty for not doing the things that you know what I'm saying, making you feel guilty in order to do the things that you're doing for them. Then no, you're being used. Yes. You guys are being used by this person. This person does not care for you. All he or she is out to do is get what they can out of you. Okay? And the first time you say no, it's a trip. It's a problem. It's an argument. It's always going to be some kind of issue when you say no to a person who's using you. Because if they're using you and they ask you to do something and you tell them no, oh, believe me, it's going to be a problem there. Oh, yeah. That no is going to be a problem. Okay? And that's being used all the way. Period. You know, you have to, when you give, you have to get back. And the reason why a person makes you feel guilty in your relationship, I'm going to tell you a good reason why. This is only one of the reasons, plenty of reasons. But this is a good reason why people try to make you feel guilty in a relationship. A person will try to make you feel guilty in a relationship in order for you to keep you. They will make you feel guilty so they can further keep you under their manipulation, control, okay? Don't stay in a relationship out of guilt because you are being used, period. Okay, sometimes I got to write things down because I be thinking about it when it's coming to my head and I got to write it down, you know what I'm saying? So when I come on here, I kind of got to go back to my notes, you know, to get it out like I want to. But yes, that is what I'm saying. And that is why they throw guilt trips on you. Make you feel guilty. And what I mean by make you feel guilty, say you in a relationship with somebody who, say you in a relationship with somebody who, let's just say, their health ain't so good, okay? God bless them and God be with them. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, trying to talk about nobody's health, okay? Let's just get that out of here, to the forefront right now. But I'm just using this as an example. Say you with somebody whose health may not be 100% and they do need help in certain areas, okay? Now, if you a single person and you sickly or what have you, and you need help in certain places, but you don't have a mate, and then you get a mate, okay? And then you get a mate, and in the beginning it might be good. You might be good to that mate. You might make that mate think that you just the best person ever, and that mate might really fall for you. You know what I'm saying? You might have ailments, but it ain't like you can't get around. It ain't like you can't do things for yourself. It ain't like that you cannot do things for yourself, okay? Because they clearly can, but they just, you know what I'm saying, kind of, you know, maybe kind of use their illness as an excuse. Sometimes people do, just for people to slave for you. You know what I mean? That's the type of thing I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You really can do it yourself, but you just lazy. You really don't want to, so you want somebody else there to do it for you, and you use these ailments as an excuse for people to feel sorry for you. That's what I mean by guilt trip right there, okay? So that's what I'm going to use as an example. And this is just scenarios now. I'm not talking about anybody in particular. This is just a scenario, okay? Now, say that's the case of the person, okay? Now, the person gets into a relationship with another person. The person that they get into a relationship with really falls for them, okay? Now, fast forward, they've been in a relationship for maybe a few months, maybe almost a year, who knows, you know what I'm saying? But whatever the case may be, they're into this relationship full blown now, and there are ties in the relationship, okay? Now, the person that came into the relationship who is so in love, you know what I'm saying, thought that this person was the person for her or him until they got into this relationship deeply enough to realize that this person is really abusive to them, okay? And what I mean by don't let nobody make you feel guilty to stay in a relationship with them, That's what I mean, like that. Because people will use their ailments. Oh, now you just gonna leave me. Hey, whoever out there, I'm sure plenty of you have seen the movie What's Love Got to Do with It, okay? When I told her, oh, now you gonna leave me like everybody else do, huh? Oh, yeah. You said you love me, now you gonna leave me. That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect example of putting a guilt trip on somebody. Thank you, Jesus. That is a perfect example of someone putting a guilt trip on you for you to feel guilty to stay further in that relationship where all you're getting is a bunch of manipulation and abuse. There it is there. That was just the perfect thing. God just brought it to me. Thank you, Jesus, in the name of Jesus. Like, really. Because I was taking for a good scenario, and I had a pretty good one going on, but that's a perfect example right there. Oh, now you gonna leave me like everybody else did, trying to make somebody feel guilty because they probably do want to leave you because you so abusive, and you know you abusive. So you throw this guilt trip on somebody to make them feel like, oh no, I don't want to leave you. I'm not like the rest, and I'm different, and I love you, and I'm going to stand by you, trying to prove something to them when they ain't trying to prove nothing to you. They don't care about proving nothing to you. All they want to do is what they doing to you, and that's abusing you. Mind, body, and soul. I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. And if you find yourself in this kind of relationship that I'm subscribing to you, that I am, what is the word I'm looking for? I'm talking to you right now about. If you find yourself in this kind of relationship, if this sounds familiar, then that's toxic. And you don't want to be in no relationship that's toxic. You don't need to be in no relationship. That means that person is using you. Constantly throwing guilt trips on you so you won't leave, so they can further manipulate and control you. Bingo. That's it right there. That's it in a nutshell. Manipulation and control is what they're doing to you. That's it. That's all. And I know, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, nobody deserves this in a relationship. You don't need to be used. You don't deserve to be used by nobody. If you can't get the same thing from somebody that you giving out in a relationship, then you don't need to be in that relationship. You better than that. You stronger than that. You're more courageous than that. You are beautiful. Excuse me. And nobody deserves to be in a relationship where you are guilted into staying in the relationship just to be abused and used by someone. Do this for me. Do that for me. Cook my food. Wash my clothes. Do everything. Run me here. Run me there. Go buy me this. Go buy me that. Really? Do all these other favors that people probably would want you to do in other ways. When you're in a relationship, just giving. And what are you getting back out of it? Nothing but abused more and more. Really? So let me get this straight. You in this relationship with this person, you giving. You taking them here and there. You running them everywhere. You buying them things every time they ask you to. You cooking their food. You cleaning their clothes. We talking about wash, dry, and fold. Okay? Plus your so-called in a relationship duties and everything else here and there. Ain't no telling what they got you doing. And all you get in return is what? Tortured and argued at, blame shifted, gaslighted, projected on? Really? No. No, dears. No. I'm so sorry, but that's not love. That's not love. That's not even caring for. That's not even liking. As far as I'm concerned, a person doing all that, they don't even like you, let alone love you. Really? No. But I couldn't find my other water over there at the store I went to today. I was kind of disappointed. I know where I'm gonna have to go to get it, probably Safeway. I guess I bought all theirs out over there. But anyway, yeah. So I have to settle for this for now. But like I said, I'm telling you guys, self-worth, that's where all that comes in at. Loving yourself. Self-worth, self-love, boundaries. It all comes back to the same thing. Don't let nobody use you in your relationship. You don't deserve that, you guys. You don't. You really don't. Man or woman. Don't no man deserve to be used by no woman in their relationship, and don't no woman deserve to be used by no man in their relationship. Don't let nobody trick you or just manipulate you into being with them out of guilt, just so they can use you till you bone dry. Because I'm gonna tell you, when you all used up, what you think they gonna do? When you all used up, what do you think they're gonna do? They gonna leave. And leave you there bone dry. And then they gonna move on to the next. After they think, when they figure that they done used you all up. Because that's exactly what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. So if this is, what you're going through in your relationship, I'm praying for you all in your relationships. You know what I mean? To get better. If it's narcissistic, for you to be able to discard from it. Detach yourself. Just go no contact, no show. Whatever you have to do for you. If it's just a toxic relationship, then you need to do the same. You need to do what you need to do. I can't tell, I'm not living other people's relationships. All I know is about mine. But I can come on here and tell you the toxic things and the signs if you're dealing with a narcissist or not. Now, that's what I can do, and that's what I do. So if you feel like you're in a toxic relationship, then you need to take steps to get out of it. Because 9 times out of 10, it could be narcissistic too. So only the individual person knows what kind of relationship that they're in and what they're going through in it. And whether or not you deserve to be putting up with certain treatment in your relationship. And if it's abusive, then you need to get out. Mentally or physically, you need to go. That's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you're getting toxicity here and toxicity there, some things that can be worked out in a relationship if a person is not narcissistic. Because if they narcissistic, you just done. It's over. It's nothing that can be done about that. They are not going to change. So therefore, your relationship will remain the same. They'll be, okay, when stuff goes too far, they might, back off and love bomb you, in and out of relationships just to keep you right there at a level where they, just enough where they could just, just enough. That reminds me when another person was talking about narcissistic behavior, how she say they give you crumbs, just enough for you to hang on. You want to be living crumbed by a man, crumbing you like you a little bird, feeding you crumbs of life, not even of life, but of the relationship with them, which is part of your life, because nobody don't have that kind of time to waste in life. Oh, nobody who gonna crumb you with something that you can just get whole from a whole person, and you don't want their crumbs anyway, because they can't give you nothing that's real, because they full of fake. How's an empty person gonna give anybody else anything? All they can give you is a bunch of fakeness. So that's just that on that right there. Yeah. So what we want to build healthy relationships here now is where we want to go on to do when we are done with these narcissistic people. We're gonna get rid of them, then we're gonna build ourselves up. That's what we have to do. Excuse me. And then build ourselves up. Make ourselves, get healthy, get whole. Again, heal from the past, change your mindset. Yes, this is what we have to do after we deal with that. Especially before I even think about going on into another relationship. Yeah, nah. No. We wait for God on that one. Wait for that God sent man come. But we don't mess around with all these evil spirits. They everywhere. So you got to keep a clean heart and a clean mind, and you got to be close to God. You got to be with God. You have to. You have to. Don't ever stop praying to him and talking to him about whatever it is you need to, because he's going to help you out your situation. And like I said before, it's just up to you to take it when he helps you out of it. When he start opening up that door and sending you signs and what for the way out, you need to take heed and take that way out. Or you're going to be stuck in these abusive relationships where all these people going to be doing is using you for your money, your car, your services. And half of you guys probably ain't even married, and you giving up marital services to people that you're not even married to. Cooking, cleaning, washing, running errands, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, making sure they this, making sure they that. And what are they making sure that they do for you? Besides what? Get you behind closed doors and torture you to death unless you're doing something nice for them. And I don't care. You could have did something nice for them all day. They'll still get you home at night and take you through the ringer with them head games. That's a narcissist right there for you. You better believe it. Oh, yeah. They don't care. And the sooner you all realize that they don't care, the better off you will be. Because then you'll be able to move on and do you the right way. And heal yourself. Because I really don't want to see nobody. I feel sorry for people like that. You know what I mean? And I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me, because I already know what it is. I've been through it and I'm done with it. But I still feel sorry for other people who be out there, you know what I mean? Who I know that's, going through this. Because I want you guys to be strong too. I want you guys to find God, find the courage to, get away. Of course, you're going to have to use strategy. Some people have to use strategy. You just ain't going to be able to, it takes a minute. Once you ready to leave, you have to know how you're going to do it. Especially if you're living with them, you kind of got to help them along the way, and you got to flip the script and use psychology on them. Stop giving them energy, because in the end, that's really all they want from you is your energy. So if you stop giving your energy, what else is it for them to get from you? They can't argue with you. If you ain't feeding, giving them nothing back, you ain't falling into none of their traps. Because once you know, you learn how to not to give them what it is. You ain't finna fall into them little simple arguments no more. You ain't finna keep on going through that turmoil with them no more. And once you learn how to deal with that, if y'all in the same house together, oh, believe me, they gonna hightail it out of there. They gonna be happy to go. Well, they probably in their heart really won't be happy to go, but they'll be happy to go to get out of there, especially when everywhere they turn, all they gonna see is spiritual stuff and God here, God in every room, sage burning. Every day you come home, is God on every TV. Bibles everywhere, eyes in the Bible, or on the spiritual TV, whatever. When they start seeing that all around, yeah, they gonna want to go, cause that would help me. Ain't no coming, it's changing in this house. Come home, every TV you see, you gonna see something spiritual on it. And I ain't got that no rap for you. If you ask me a question, you might get a answer. One, not no whole sentence. We gonna keep this simple. We ain't giving no energy. That'll help you too. Because I'm going to tell you, they don't want to be around nobody who ain't giving them energy. It's only when you feeding into the arguments back and forth, trying to prove your point. And that's another thing, y'all. Stop trying to prove your point to a narcissist. Please. You wasting your time, your breath, your energy, and everything else. All you're going to get from that is a headache. You're going to go on and on and on to the break of dawn. Don't try to explain yourself. Don't try to be like, oh, no, you're not making any sense, and that doesn't make any sense, and this is, so you really think this makes sense according to this making sense? Or don't do that. You're wasting your time trying to explain yourself and get some closure from a narcissist. It's just not going to happen. And if it is, they playing you. It's an ulterior motive for it later. Because it ain't genuine. Because you're not gonna get any of that from them. Don't try to explain to them. Don't try to be like, how could you say that when that don't make no sense at all? And this, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is this, and you're saying this, and you mean to tell me in your mind that what you saying make more sense? Don't do that. We all know what you saying make more sense, but to them, they're still going to be the opposite of whatever you say. And you know what? They doing it on purpose. They know what they saying ain't making no sense. They know in their hearts what you saying is really right, but it's the game that they play. Just to keep it up and keep it up and keep it up and keep you trying to explain and trying to convince them what's right from wrong when they know full well what it is. Just a game. Keep your head spinning on swivel at all times. I'm telling you, it's the game they play. And it's sad. It's really sad. But like I say, don't waste your time trying to explain to them. Stop getting into these relationships with these men where you are doing everything for them, giving them, if you're not married, to giving them marital duties and everything else, and even being married to them, you doing so much and not getting nothing back. Because you can be married to and doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that and still not getting not one thing back. Not one. But a bunch of headaches, argue, torture. Headaches, argue, torture. Headaches, argue, torture. Headaches, argue, torture. Oh, okay, now they love bombing for about a week, maybe two. Oh, really? Oh. And then it's back to the same thing over again. It's just a whole repeat. Headaches, drama, torture. Headaches, argument, drama, torture. Headaches, argument, drama, torture. Headaches, argument, drama, torture. Love bomb, love bomb. Headache, arguments, torture, arguments, headaches, torture, all over again. Love bomb, love bomb. Headaches, argument, torture, and it just goes on and on. As long as you let it go on and on, it's going to go on and on. When you stop it, then it'll stop. But as long as you put up with it, they're going to put up with it. Unless you got one that just want to drain you for what you got and then move on. Pew, let me just go on. I'm done with this one. Okay, she ain't no good no more. She half crazy now. She doing crazy stuff, and you know, look, her appearance done went down. She can't do nothing right. No, now it's time for me to go. So they gone and leave you there high and dry. I'm telling you. And now they on to the next to do the same to them. Love bomb them. Make them think they love them. Make them fall in love. When they figure they in love, then, boom, time to torture. Torture them and do the same. And some of them will just leech on to you and don't matter. They'll just leech on to you and be with you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever if they think they can. I'm just going to latch on to this like a leash. I'm telling you. And just leech on to you and leech on to you until you detach the leech. Yep, like a lot of them will discard, but a lot of them won't. A lot of them will just latch on. Like a latchkey kid. Forgive me, Lord. But yeah, some of them will just latch on. Just latch on to you. Like, you know. And if you never let go, they'll never let go. And you'll be in that same situation forever and ever and ever. Telling you. It's sad. And I'm just, you know, I just really want people to love yourself so y'all don't have to be going through this with nobody, like, honestly, for real. So with that, I just really wanted to come on here and tell you guys. And I'm smiling because I just be thinking about things and I just be, you know, in my mind, you know, smiling about it. But yeah, this subject is really touchy and it's serious, like, you know what I'm saying? But everything I'm saying, I am totally serious about it. Like, honestly, 100%. And God knows. Like I said, you guys, stop letting men use you. And women and men, stop letting women use you, because it goes both ways. And I'm not only talking, even though, yeah, I am a woman and I am empowering women, okay? That's my thing. Women's empowerment. Okay. So yeah, I am doing that. And that is my main goal here, to empower women and bring awareness to them with this NPD. I want all women to be stronger and stronger and stronger. You know, I want women to know that they don't need no man to get by. You don't need no man in your life to do what you need to do for you. You don't. The only man you need is God. He's the only one you need. That's it. You get him, everything else is when you got him in your life and in your heart and in your body and your soul, everything else will fall into place. You can believe that. You can believe that. Like, honestly, it's gonna fall right into place. It surely is. The thing's gonna start looking upper and upper and upper and upper, and you just, I mean, you know, life will just get so much better. Like, you know. So I just want you guys to really, 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 really just hear me when I'm telling you about these type of people in your life and in your relationships. Don't let nobody use you, and don't let nobody guilt you into being in a relationship that you know you really don't want to be in. And I'm going to tell you something. Just like I used that example, From Love's got to do with it. With the guilt trip part, when he said, yeah, you want to leave me like everybody else. That's a whole statement in itself. What does love got to do with it? Okay, because a lot of people are in relationships right now just because they claiming they are in love. Oh, I'm in love. Okay. So is that all you want out of your relationship? Is in love? In love? And relationships, I thought and being in love was a two-way thing, not one. So you're in love, but is your mate in love? Ask yourself that question. Is you're in love? For the people who out there talking about, oh, I can't leave because I'm so in love. Is your mate in love? You're in love with your mate, but ask yourself this. Is your mate in love with you? Do you ever want to experience being in love with somebody and somebody being in love with you simultaneously, like at the same time? Boy, that would be wonderful, don't you think? Such a pleasant feeling too, shouldn't it be? Yes, it is. When two people can come together and be in love together. Not two people coming together and one person is all in love and the other person is like, okay, what can I get? What can I get from you? I don't love you. I just want to get what I can from you. And you over here on give. And they over here take. It's ridiculous. No, that is not love, ladies and gentlemen. But you got to love yourself and value yourself before you can even realize that. I'm just on here trying to help you realize it along the way, because it's no need in trying to love somebody who don't love you back. It's a waste. You're going to continue to be used. Period. So, yeah, with that said, until the next video, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Share with your family members. Comment below. Until the next video, I love you. God bless you, and good night.